introduction today, the last half an hour of the session after product and design. So now review the sections so far, 2, 3 which we could complete, and then move on to the rest of the slides. Strategy. It is bringing the organizational activities and resources together to meet objectives. What we're working towards, and you know that there are future uncertainties possible, and people react to your. So you have to make some decisions, and customers, employees, suppliers, everyone react to it, and even God times may react. So, strategy, long-term direction, not anything short-term. So that's long-term. The process for getting to your long-term goals, and the specific advantages to the organization because you're working this way. See a lot more about advantages of all this in the next few slides. And achieve it by setting up the resources, internal resources, right, and adapt to your external environment, and all done to stakeholder expectations. How am I going to manage stakeholder expectations? And we'll see that it's not me alone. You have to consider society, people, sustainability. There are so many other things you have to think about. So the features force to uncertain events. So the future events and in itself is about what we talked about of sports yesterday, how I react to teams game plan, or how I react to the play plan of the opponent team, how I bring my team in, what strategy I'm going to use to game. So with long-term developments of the company, again, customer competitor behavior, I have to consider all these external environment, my customers' expectation changes, and I need to quickly do it. So I give you again, we'll come up with an example in the future in chapter 10, but still, how to my customer, to my competitor. Say Airtel, Aircel, guys were there a couple of years back, and suddenly Jio came in and they gave free data, internet, and calls to everyone. Sell it at 100, you can sell it at 99, 98. If they sell it 0, how can you sell it below that? So these guys came in with a bang. They gave everything for free. People switching. Airtel somehow, because of their size, were able to manage, but Airtel was kicked out. They could survive there, and Vodafone lost a lot of market share. And now they are trying to idea, trying to run themselves. But many of them lost their grounds because of competitor behavior. So how you adapt to how you react to those is all very important. It's all part of your strategy. So what everyone must be doing. So that's very important. As an organization, everyone must work the same goal or work in the direction. Say, you would hear about example where if all the people are say same direction, then the boat will go forward. When people use their oars in different directions, the will not move forward. It will keep going around in circles, or it will lose direction. So it may even topple. So not everyone moves same direction, pedals in the same direction. All the again, if you use your strength, The same example, they were able to gain rounds and increase their capabilities and minimize the competitor strength. We start left today. This is where similar to the earlier topics, theory topics, you will see that things are getting repeated. So you understand the overall concept of what strategy, then you will be able to answer these or understand many of these and answer this. So long-term direction of the organization, where the organization is heading, and how they are going to do it. Why are doing this? To get advantage over their competitors. So they want to do it in a way that they are than their competitors. So we or their employees, what they do, this cooperation, what that I want to do is what is scope of organizational activities and match activities with this. So what is that you have to do, and how will you do this with the available resources? So matching the activities with the resources to the environment. Whatever is changing outside, I need to align my activities and my resources towards that. So here's the same example, Airtel and Jio. And women had to react. So a lot of things like giving a lot of freebies, making their data cheaper. Somehow they want to retain their customers. They spend a lot of money in advertising, proving that they have the best network strength. So they show advertisements where people just kept telling that, okay, we jumped to various networks and finally we came back to Airtel because it's a good, and so on and so forth. So doing my best to put in all my efforts, my activities and my resources, the branding power, everything into environments. So that's again strategy. Stretching resources to create new opportunities. Using resources, stretching resources. Example, your own case, for you don't have to study too much. All right, you will be able to clear it. If all capability, then clearing a professional course will be difficult. So you have to go be a routine. You really work hard, prepare harder, understand concepts better. It's not about memorizing. Then you can horizon. So you become a professional. Doing this like in your schools, you used to memorize. There is somebody looking at you from your back, monitoring you. They keep a test. You clear it. You prepare for the specific questions that may be on the exam. And you go write exams. You clear. You are happy. You may score 95%, but not work in professional setup. I've seen people who could not clear the courses despite having a very good track record in their school. So necessitates major resource changes. So what is the type of people I have in the company? What is the type of people I need to have? What today? What machines I need to have if I'm going to work towards better quality or better market share? How much more to buy capital assets? How many more people to be hired? All those will come under this. So all these are defined and how we have to do are explained by the strategy. Decisions, of course, which product I'm going to continue to build, product I'm going to chunk. So I've seen that again in chapter 9 when Professor Suresh discussed about stages in the life cycle of from what should be your strategy, what should be your approach to stay market or be successful in the market. So this infant stage and what is your relative position to that. So the strategy will depend on products situation today and where you are with reference to the product in terms of nature and in terms of the brand you command and so on, and affect values of those in power. So when I'm going to be honest, or I'm going to be passive, I'm going to be defensive. All these are people, right? People are running these organizations. So depending on their value system, this strategy will change. When I may react differently, when I'm very conservative, I may react differently. And I react and I'm not honest, then I may react differently. These strategies are based on even the values of people in power. So that's again, I'll give you an example here. See, Coke came into India. They were cool bottle drinks doing well. They had brand. So Coke was finding it difficult to business, but still, what did they do? They had paying more money to the bottlers who bottled ready. So they started buying it at double, triple the cost initially. Players were not able to pay it at that price. So the bottle units increased the price. Domestic players were finding it difficult to buy it that price. Second option of cleaning the old bottles and using it. So back, they used to pay earlier, 20, 30 years back, when you return the bottle, take a drink and return the bottle, they used to give you 1 rupee, 50 paise, something of that sort. They used to buy these bottles back, clean it, sanitize it, and then start refilling it with cool drinks and send it out. And about the gold spots and all that, I don't even know whether even you about these names. Started sending it out this way. Now Coke again thought, okay, this is not happening. So they went out and bought even the old bottles at a very good price, more than what the manufacturers of the Indian cool drinks were offering. And they just broke bottles. They bought thousands of bottles, racks of bottles, and broke it all. So they were out of supply of bottles. So eventually they had to stop producing. So they killed their businesses and then came in. So again, it is they looked at competitors. So is it a competition? You may say it's not right. What they did was not ethical, but they would. So that people in power could impact your this overall. Okay, what happens? Of these characteristics, because these are the characteristics of strategy. What happens because of that? Is complex. It's not very simple, straightforward. Let's produce 100 units today. That is very simple. Are very difficult, not easy. What I want to become in 5 years? Can you say what you want to become in the next 5 years, 10 years? Are you going older by 5 years, 10 years? For business, in your employment, in your education, where you want to be in next 5 years? It's difficult to say because there are so many things that could happen in the next 5 years that can impact you. So decisions are pretty complex. And then certain situations. So again, I don't know what may happen. No anticipated this Coke coming in and doing all this to kill the domestic business. So, but to face it. And to I came up with an alternative strategy of buying the old bottles at some price and cleaning it and using it. But a step taken by Coke completely destroyed this local business. So these are you have to be ready for. And then in approach, everyone must work together. I cannot, as I said, all of us must sail the boat in the same direction. If each one using our oars in different directions, the boat may not move forward or it may top. But you have to manage your external relations and networks. So even this, so you have industry relations, you work with them. Again, you how industries work. You may not see this internally when you go into the roots of these industries. They're like steel. Steel. Who controls steel price? We see that there are various competitors in the market. They may not able to influence each of them may not be able to influence the overall price. If one, say, I'll tell you two, three major players, Steel Authority of India, and the uh, White Steel, all these are large steel manufacturers. Steel increases its steel price independently. What to their sales? It may impact their sales. It may come down because people will go to steel or Vizag Steel and buy it and use it. You have to work conservatively or carefully. They will work as a team. There will be relations in steel. They'll be working with people in SAIL or Vizag Steel, and they have to fix the price in such a way that your cost not kill your demand. So they'll agree to selling it some specific price. They increase together, they decrease together. But see that, say, from the if you they are three different companies, they are competitors. But when they are acting, they may look like acting coherently. They are acting. So there are anti-competition laws which prohibits them from doing it. Could be, I'm just contemplating, there could be some relations like this. So you have to have good relations with excel agencies, surveyors, and then different nets of people. All these are important. And then so involves a lot of change within the organization. You may have to let go some people, hire some new talent. Only they will be ready for growth. So that is important characteristics of the strategy. So as I understand the big picture of what is strategy, how it's useful, becomes a lot more easier to understand the subject. And when you go and study your study material, it becomes even more to understand. You'll be able to relate to the topic. So how gives you a competitive advantage? So you have strategy, right? You can acquire customers. Think of Geo. Retaining customers. Them. Initial free, then extending the free period till March of next year. I think 2-3 years back they did it. So December they launched, till December it was free, then they increased it by 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. They kept putting on the competitors until they buckled under pressure. So acquisition, customer retention, these are very important, and these could be good strategies. And position yourself in the market. Again, the quality. So Apple took the strategy show quality. They are very good in what they are saying. Their data speeds are very good, and then they are able to say customers back. Those who are also coming back. So they were telling this. We don't know the reality, but at least they were positioning themselves as the player in the market. So those are charging some money. They are the best in quality. So that is the say position strategy helps you position yourselves in the market as a quality product or mass production cheap product. So this is all these Opos and Vivos of the world. So our market position is they are the best in quality and the costliest. So you have to live with that. If you want real quality, real security, real brand, then come to us. Otherwise, you're free to buy any other Android phone. So that's how they operate. They're very strong, unique. They don't allow viruses come in easily, cannot be easily cracked into. These are the advantages. And then trending to change. Strategy gives you an advantage when external changes. It could be a regulatory change, or it could be a competitor changing, or customer behavior change. alternate products coming into the market. Same how Airtel wanted to respond to Jio's pressure, or how Aircel wanted to respond to Jio's pressure, and how they missed it and all that. And then on available opportunities. So see, there is an opportunity coming up because of some change in the environment. How you react to it? Let me take some example. Some opportunity coming up, and suddenly everyone's jumping at it, or at first one to jump at it and take advantage of it. Say, probably it was rolled out. The large software companies immediately released accounting software, GST integration software, all that they can quickly get customers, new customers, retain their existing customers, and even customers from others who are not prepared for that kind of technology. Sent out, and you had a centralized GST. You have to prepare GST invoice, reconcile it with your customers and to your players. So all those were enabled quickly by some of the large players, and they got a lot of clientele. And then achieve your targets, what you want to become in the next 5 years, 6 years. Strategy helps you achieve it. So in a bit, what is mission, vision, and all that, and then strategy helps you get that point. So what you want to become, the best brand in the country, or the most quality brand in the country, or most respected brand, or the maximum market share. It could be anything. And then get there with the help of strategy. Management, there are various definitions for strategic management. I've just brought 2 things here. As we are strategy applies to strategic management. Determine goals. As we have always seen, long-term goals and objectives are strategy. It's not all, it is more strategic. Allocate sources and adoption of a course. So allocate resources, whatever I have, towards these goals, long-term goals. And then I have a path. I take the path to get goal. So then what is my goal? And then select a path and allocate all your efforts towards that goal. And then goal. You're going to make it work. I give this example in my classes. I was this man in my local or country, it could be anything, but you have your own goal. You tell that this is my long-term objective. Next 10 years, I want to be the richest. So what are all options I have? I can study arts, acquire a lot of knowledge, start some concept, industry, and become very rich. We have seen that, right? Mark Zuckerberg created an app called Facebook, which was some kind of interaction was there, but he still created his own version of this social media. And then in the next 5, 6 years, he was the richest. So you can also do something like that. So some business into it. Draw a politician and try to acquire wealth, or a guru become. We are seeing all this around you. And you start acquiring a lot of wealth. So what alternatives you have? Strategic alternatives. You will see that start selection. So all the alternatives, and then you select one of these early well and join a large organization and become valuable for them. They give you shares and become rich. So this is another option. So you all the SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, with reference to all this. So all the 5 different alternatives you have. So politician, Guruji, or I'm a say startup geek, or I become or I become very smart and get employed in a large organization and become rich. So it could be any of these. So pick one of these based on my strengths. If you are a Pahalwan, you are very fit, then you can go for the Dawn option. Or connections, you can go into a politics option, Swamiji option. It's up to you. It's your SWOT analysis. Determining goals, becoming rich in the next 10 years, and then allocation of your resources, adoption of course. How am I going to get there? So you choose to become this in the next 10 years and become rich because of that, but you have to get there. How am I going to do it? In each alternative, you have multiple options of executing it. So you have to start your own political party or join a political party or become just prominent so some political party takes you in. All these are options. Or you provide a lot of social service locally, they nominate you. We see these movies. So all these are options. And then the goal. So the management. Or where you are now, strategic position, current position where you are, and choices you have, strategic choices, same thing, differently. And then turn into action. I strategic position today, where I am today, where I want to go, what are all the choices available. I left one of the choice, and then turn to action. Execute this strategy. That strategic management. Executing strategy. Beyond that, strategic control comes in. So strategy selection, implementation, execution, control. So plan, do, check, act. PCA, plan, do, check, act. I plan my strategy, execute strategy, and then check wherever there are variances. I find out why this happened, and then correct it, and keep doing this over and over. That is my strategy. If you look at some a company which has been there in the business for 100 years or multiple years, use how they evolved over time. You have wealth of knowledge in the online. You can go search about large organizations, how they evolved. It can be local Indian companies like Infosys, ITC. Google has not been around for more than 25 years. Over the last so many years, what they started with, where today, what was their need, all constant strategic change, executing it, course correction, and all that. Operations management, I kept telling you something about operations straightforward. So we'll see a quick list of differences. Ambiguous, not very clear. Strategic management has its uncertainties. You don't know how I'm going to react. You may have some course, but suddenly something else happens. I'm going to react towards that. So I'm going to produce, how many units I'm going to produce, where to supply, how all this transportation, assignment, learning curve, project management, all that you studied in OM is all simple, straightforward process. Because of this ambiguity and uncertainty becomes complicated, complex. Whereas management is pretty simple, not complex. And management is org-wide. Organization-wide means it covers all the functions: finance, marketing, human resource, your operations, what departments, their quality, everything will be covered. Research and development, everything is going to be covered under strategic management. Whereas operations management talks only about business operations, produce and deliver the goods or provide the services. That's your nature of OM. Term implications. Strategy is set for 5 years, 10 years, and company transform gradually to achieve the strategy. Whereas options are mid-term and short-term. So I'm going to today, what I'm going to do in the next 1 year, 2 years. Procure asset, install asset, moving from old machine to new machine. All these are operations management. So advanced management, 8 out to responsibilities, board responsibilities, board of directors. So the board to set, okay, this is where we are going to go, work towards it, and let's achieve it. So that strategy, they have to give them that long-term vision, right? Otherwise, people will be confused. What should we do? Should we continue to do the same thing, or should we do something differently? Is decision good to do, good to have? Should I get or should I not make this decision? All those are done in the with the health strategy. So board is delivering on its responsibility by having a very good strategy. and then it's an objective assessment what is happening in the company. So where I'm going, I'll be able to easily say this is correct, this is not. This step is not. This course is all right, this course is not all right. I should have done this, I'm not doing this. All this is very straightforward strategy of what you want to do. Suppose I want to increase my whole market share of my product in this industry. Suppose, start again going to the telecom, network service provider, data service provider, telecom operator. I increase my share, market share. What I do, I have lot of structure to do it. So if I want to get there, I need to have some infrastructure. I need to spend some capital to that position. So strategy, my expenditure is very simple to assess. Is this good investment, bad investment? I won't have that strategy, and I just go and put some money into some towers, some cables. It makes sense to many. They may say, "Why is he doing it? We have already all these customers. Why are we doing this?" So it becomes subjective. They may like it, may not like it. Whereas when there is a clear strategy, it becomes easier to assess. And then it gives decision framework. These So what I want to do is very clear. I want to stay focused on my product and I to leader in the world phone market. So some Apple iPhones objective is to become leader in the phones. So it becomes easier for them. So then framework becomes easy. Should they invest in something else? Should they invest in say they're doing a lot of other things. So companies they are producing different products today because they want to somehow use the brand they have built. So Samsung, you have television, you have fridge, you have washing machines, you have similar as all this. Apple's idea is only telecom related technology, your computers, desktops, television, all that. Washing machines, they produce fridge like Samsung. They are it. They have a decision framework. So strategy is very, very simple, clear. They stay focused on their iPhone, Mac, and the television. Apple want to go beyond it. Strategy is clear. Your decision becomes very easy. Someone tells you, why don't you produce washing machines? Apple may say, okay, let me try producing washing machines. It will not happen. So advantage you have with a clear strategy. And it's clear buy-in from all the stakeholders. When you have a strategy, explaining things to them, why I'm doing this, can we do it or not, all the decisions and vote in favor becomes very easy when you have a strategy and you're working towards it. Again, measuring the progress is very simple. And the overall organization, a perspective, what to look forward. Okay, I'm towards it. What will I become? So that helps them work better. So that is the organizational perspective. Advantages, because a lot of uncertainty in the future under what I'm doing is right or not. He was planning for something. Our cell probably was planning for something, and suddenly Geo came in and they killed the business. So a lot of uncertainty. And similarly, BlackBerry, they lost their market share completely after iPhone and the Android app came in. So things like that, right? So suddenly industry changes. Smartphones came in and killed so many industries. There's a lot of uncertainty. Or suddenly you become more valued because something happened. You be a lot more valuable. Some brand become respected, recognized because of sudden change in something. I'm not think of any good example there. When it comes up, I'll tell you. Management is not very cheap. It is an expensive exercise. You have to put in a lot of effort. Expertise must go in. You bring in consultants. You have to pay them millions of dollars to have clear. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. All these are very important. So for that, to spend a lot of money upfront, and it may eventually go down the drain. You may not get very good advice, or your advice may be out of the window the very next day because it changed. So again, a risk. And then talks mainly about long-term benefits. So short, mid-term, what we have to do, all these you have to do it on your own. You have to make sure that it aligns with your long-term goals. So again, it's not very simple. Focused on long term, whereas your day-to-day needs are there, your operational needs are there. You have to execute orders today. You have to address customer needs. You cannot keep focusing on strategy all the time, or you have to spend a lot more to bring in a lot more people to manage all this. It also slows down my flexibility. Sticking towards one course, I was doing this. See, the world on me changed. How am I going to adapt to it? Again, I'll use this example of Ola, Uber, all these share drives, right? Uh, uh, where you can go share drives or um, ride or with these taxi operators, mobile enabled taxi operators. The automobile market was affected. Car came down. Everyone can afford a car, and it's easy to call a car. Earlier, when you come home, you have an auto stand next to your whereas getting a car, an air conditioned car, is not that easy. It's not that cheap. Today you can get it in 50, 100 rupees. You can completely go from point A to point B, which was not possible earlier. So now how sudden change in the market going to impact the car manufacturers? They're not ready for this. Some of the luxury car brands or all the regular model cars which are designed for uh, beginners or middle income group, they have to rethink their strategy. Sales kept going down, so they will quickly adapt to this. So that's the delay in flexibility. So react to this change in the market, or a new competitor enters. How am I going to react? Again, a Marcel example where they had to shut down their business. So that's so. What are all strategy being developed? I'm developing strategy for my organization. How is it done? I intentionally do it. So intentionally come up with a strategy. This is how and what I'm going to do as your intended strategy. And strategy. What is the actual thing that happened? Though I intended something, I end up doing something else because of various changes in the market, so on. So our competitors' position, my customer needs, substitutes, competes, many things may happen, and what really happened as in strategy may be different from what I intended, or I'm reacting to the market and change my strategy. I'm not intend to do anything, but I'm just reacting to the market, and that is the realized strategy. Unrealized strategies are failures. I wanted to become this, but I couldn't. Uh, say the Novo cars, they want to be the in small cars. They started selling it at 1 lakh rupees initially, Tata Motors, and eventually it was a success. In the next 3 to 4 years, they had to shut down their Tata Nano operations. So we don't get Tata Nanos anymore. So they have to refocus because it's success. And eventually, also selling at 2.5 lakh rupees, and people will go for a better branded car than buying a Tano at 2.5 lakhs. So strategies, the strategy could not take off. And then post strategies, acquired by a large company, I became a subsidiary. They are asking me to do something. They are asking me to change the way I'm working. That is post strategy. Emergent strategy, as my realized, is what I wanted to do and I was successful. Emergent is how I acted or responded to external events and how I came up with, that is emergent. Emergency needs based, that is emergent. routes to development. Fit and spread resource is fit, resources is stretch. Today I don't have the money or the people to do that, but still have it as my strategy. I want to do this. I want to become this. How am I doing it? I have planned for getting the resources to get there. Today I don't have the resources for sure. So your fit rich strategies. So fit is with what I have today. I plan in the resources, go in resources and planning something. Management framework. We have seen again, it is repeated in your book, it is repeated multiple times. Today, as my current situation, that is today, and then my missions, visions, goals, objectives, what I want to become. Look at ways of getting to what I want to become. As I said, becoming the richest man, you have 4 options. Look at the assess all alternatives. Look at strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, best analysis for everything, all the options you have, and then select the best strategy based on the analysis. So decide that you're going to become a strategy which is the safest and best route to become rich. So you do that, and then implement strategy. So I'm going to start it. So to preach a lot or just keep quiet, keep meeting, and people start getting impressed with you, and they come the next in line. All decide to implement the strategy. So this is where I am, what I want to become, what else I can get there, what is way to get there, and then do it. So simple 5-stage framework. Imports. It helps you your strength, weakness, opportunity, stretch. This, as I kept repeating, us with their strengths and opportunities. So when I want to do something, it should not be based on my weakness. It should be based on my strength. I have this strength, so I have it. I have a lot of connections, political connections, so I join a political party. That is a strength I have. That is my or I'm very fit. I know I can be like Bruce Lee, so I become a don. So all your strengths and your goals and objectives must align with that strength. Changes. I have to make some changes to address some of the weaknesses and possible threats. So if I be a politician, is there any weakness I have, or if I have any threats, how to address those? Or some threat from a competitor. So in a business world, I've decided to do something, and there are some weaknesses I need to address, fix to be successful. I do have a solid financial management practice. So I thought I'll recruit a cost accountant and fix that weakness. So that is, I think, making changes necessary to fix the weakness or address weaknesses. And you provide vision and mission to the organization. What we want to do, how we want to do, all those will be clear to the organization with strategy. A very strong organization. When everyone's clear about what they want to do, the strong organization becomes very strong, which will grow and become very stable. So that's the importance of strategic management. So many may do it scientifically, technically. Some may do it without knowing how it works. So they may just do it. It's possible. In this scale, you have to have a clear strategic management process in place. Say there is a in your feet, or you look at this COVID situation. I all vegetable vendors coming up here and there. When I go out on the some platforms which were really crowded with people are empty now, so they set up some fruits, vegetable shops for people to quickly buy what they want nearer to their houses. Earlier, it wasn't the case. You have to go to the market or a supermarket. Today, everything is closed. Large supermarkets are closed, so you need to still buy these vegetables. So guys came up with quickly a strategy. It's all a strategy, but not very complex. It's a very simple connected to it and came up with some. Again, we take the framework in a different words and how it happens. Diffs and objectives, what I want to do. Analysis, SWOT, environmental analysis, PESTEL, all these analyses are done to know I am, what are all the things I want to do, how can I do it. And on that, the organization's direction. So you are doing this so far, now you want to do only this. Earlier I was focusing on so many things, now I'm going to focus only on 2-3 things. So it is revising the organization directions. So you can do it in your own case, what you want to become, how I want to do it, all the strategy, your own direction towards your career, your life, all that. And what are alternatives you have got? So how I'm going to do it, all the alternatives. When you want to select a strategy, first look at all the other options available, all the options available, and then pick a strategy. Again, when you say managing a team, you are in coach. 10. Which 11 are you going to have today? Based on options you have, the best scores to win this game. So similarly, you have to study the alternatives available and pick your choice. And the implementation, once you decide what you want to do, how you want to do it, implement it. And then evaluation, whether I'm doing right, am I doing as I'm supposed to be doing, evaluation and control, manage control. So where you want to go, what you to get there, what are all the alternatives available, select the alternative and do it. Say I want point A to point B goal, I can go by bus, cycle, walk, options available. Strength, weakness, opportunities, threats, I pick, okay, this is the best alternative today. In today's context, probably your threat is spread of this virus happening all around you. So you think, okay, better take my it's pretty long. Take cycle is difficult. How about an helicopter? It's not that easy to get and very costly. Okay, take my two-wheeler, motor two-wheeler to get there. A car, much more safer. So you get strategic alternatives. You do an analysis and then get point A to point B. So a company needs to decide where they want to go and then use relative select one and that to get to point B. Their goal. What we have been talking so far, again, need to know my mission, vision, objectives, the business model if necessary, or mission, vision, objectives to be achieved. If I'm going to do something different, look at and implement one selected strategy and then in control. And control, keep giving back information to implementation. You missed it in the implementation. So control exercise gives feedback to both initial plan process as well as to the implementation process. Control is nothing but you do your variance analysis in standard costing. That is control. Variance happened. Price increase, or is it because of more quantity being used, more skilled labor used? You find out all that and then give it back to your implementation team, production team, saying that you are missing out, your cost is going up because of this, or your cost is coming down because of this. All to feedback to the operations. Similarly here, the control exercise feeds back into to implement initial step. With that instruction, there is some more in the last and strategy implementation where they talk about department strategies, company strategies, various business models, all those. We'll come to that later. Vision, mission, goals, and objectives. Not difficult. Straightforward once you understand the basics. you're very basics, then rest of it becomes very easy. So I spend with the basics. It could be easily understood. Once you understand the basics, read through the rest of the topics and understand these. Though I covered it here, you read it on your own, it will become easy for you. So I stop here for probably 5 minutes. If there are coming from, able to see my screen so far. One who has messaged me sometime back that visible. Is everyone in? How about person who said they have to see it? Okay, anything that live is complicated right here. You have to understand the concept, apply it in business, and then you will understand it well. That's why I said go through the life of Hindustan Unilever or IC or Infosys, how they evolved, what are the strategies they put in to be successful. So in say not the right example. Uh, uh, see, Stripe, all the mission, everything works very well in Terra. So their goals are very clear. They want to do whether it's a long-term vision. They are very clear about their intentions, and then they execute on this. Whether it is local, international, everything, and they give clear vision to their own followers. They might following those. Uh, so it becomes very easy for them. So in that world, if you can think about a situation where you can really give some excellent purpose and goal to your own employees and make them work towards it, so that have for an organization, so the organization will automatically grow. You don't have to at all. So understand perspective of say you keep reading about all these terror outfits, you can relate to it, or take some excellent great example. The Infosys is very, very good. Last 30, 40 years, how they evolved, or Google, how they evolved in the last 10, 15 years, 2 years, what they are doing to make it big. Amazon earlier, what they're doing now, how did they evolve, the story of Amazon, you can take and read about it. Apple, all these are excellent examples you have where you can uh, say of 30 to 40 years, they transform themselves as an organization. So go about them or listen to some audio podcasts or anything about them, it becomes. So I've this to tunein.com. tunein.com is the site. I here there are all these podcasts which are free. So uh, enlightening, very full of knowledge. You can acquire a lot of knowledge listening to it when you are walking, when you are riding, or when you are on a bus, whatever it is. So when you're having some free time, you don't want to do anything. You are tired after studying for hours. You want to do something productive. Right? These there is an app. TuneIn app is there. The same symbol you will see in the app. Download the app on your phone, log into your TuneIn web version. Start or login, just sign in with your Gmail, and it will give you listen to these. You don't have to pay. There is a paid version, but you don't have to pay. You can just hit back, and it will take you to the home screen. So I have something called uh, say how it. So this podcast when you So we talk about so many different things here. So if I'll give you various companies, they take success businesses and talk to the founders, owners, ask them how they did it, how was it they found this company, what are the struggles they had. Because of the COVID, they had to switch to different version for which Fubu logo somewhere. Fubu. The founders, business founders, you can go into these and really and experience. I listen to all these. So and relate to here anything I've seen the process is based. Steve Madden. I think if you are from Hyderabad, you would have seen a showroom of Steve Madden somewhere. I have not seen it in Chennai though. Dell computers. So the Dell computers, Michael Dell. So what, how did it? What all stages he went through, and how he is today. All this and listen. It's about 9 minutes, I said here, so it's not a long duration. You can quickly plug in into what it will be. Nice learning. And there are such podcasts here. So your ICAST, HR, Harvard Business Review, you can listen to those here, and the news, Hidden Brain. All these are some of the things I follow. So listening to it whenever I'm in time, whenever I get a time to walk or before going to sleep, all these are there. Okay. Going vision, mission, goals, and objectives. As I said, once you understand the fundamentals, then rest is going to be pretty simple. Any of you messaged any questions so far? Oh, okay, nothing. On. Missing. That is coming up. Interesting. Okay. Mission, goals, objectives. It's nothing I want to become in the next 10 years, 5 years, long term target. This state as a man, the world, or the most hated person in the society, or it will be any long term vision. That I exist as an organization. So why do I exist? I'm here to serve people, or I'm here to make my family happy. That is, I'm going to become rich. Say, suppose becoming rich is your target because you want to help your family. You are here to make parents happy, your family happy. That's and how to get to that state of being rich so that I can do my job better. I can get them more happy. I can get them what they want. So mission, I want to get there. The vision and mission, you come up with a strategy. Uh, Whereas base vision, mission, you have to decide a course of action. Okay, this is how I'm going to get there. That is the you come up with. And then goals term. Okay, I want to become rich. Mid, I want to finish my CMA by 2022 or 21, and I want to get into a respectable employment by 2022. I want to start earning not than say 1 lakh per month as in pay. So goals, and goals are then slashed down into clear objectives. object a lot more measurable. So you want to start at a 1 lakh pay per month, you have to be a rank holder, top 3, 4 rank holders in the country, CMA, Inter, final. So for that, so rank 5 is more objective, very clear. So to get at least top 5 in the country. So the short term, measurable. So use as your goal as the first step. Then they're getting into so and so companies, listed company employment at least per salary, starting salary, per 1,000 per month starting salary, which is not difficult. If you're good at your job, they are ready to offer you that kind of money. Next step, objectives, short, mid-term goals, and then it's broken down into specific objectives, measurable ones. I want to do that kind of measurable ones. So big picture, that's why I've used this diagram. This is the big picture. Under that, your and then with a strategy, you have variables down into goals. What I want to do by when and objectives. Difference in your study material is swapposition of goals and objectives. So I went and looked at a lot of online reference as well. It's on mission, goals, objectives, whereas in your book, it's mission, objectives, and goals. Objectives and goals. So swap this two. So remember it this way for your exams. So vision, objectives, and goals. For example, some of the examples I have here are based this version, vision, objectives, but your study will put objectives as more ambiguous mid-term, and goals as short-term measurable. So that part alone. Any understanding the big picture of vision, mission, goals, objectives? You have the rest of the chapter becomes very simple once you understand this. Okay, that you have all understood it. Moving on. These are examples. So one of them. So two examples. Vision. Similar vision. Similar strategy is a bit different. The goals, objectives, and plans are different. So about a country or a state or district, anything, a rural economy, growing businesses. So to create a very successful rural economy in my country by creating new businesses and growing the existing businesses. That is my vision. I want to be there as a vibrant rural economy. The same economy driven by new and growing businesses. How to create new businesses and help existing businesses expand. So new and growing businesses, to create new businesses and help existing businesses expand. Again, the same here. So long-term vision become a very vibrant rural economy by driving more business, and how may it by creating new businesses and help existing businesses grow. And this is in this create successful businesses by focusing on market opportunities. Please. There's somebody talking in the background. I'm hearing some noise in between as well. Okay. So strategy, both same vision and mission, but the strategies are different. Suppose there are two is create successful businesses by focusing on current market opportunities. I'm going to look at current market opportunities, what we already have today, and businesses become successful. market opportunities. The second case, provide financial support for businesses from by individual members. Is to provide financial support. First is more marketing in nature. Second is more financial in nature. It is better with the existing market opportunities, and this is providing them more financing. So now rest of the first part. So when I'm looking at market opportunities, what should I do? Identify and analyze market opportunities for possible business ventures. That's my goal. So now, so vision, vibrant economy with thriving businesses, identify new businesses and help existing business grow. How to do that? By helping them identify business opportunities, existing opportunities. Okay, clear. Beyond that, the goal, in case this is the objective part, normal towards goal by the world. So identify and analyze market opportunities for possible business ventures. How identify opportunities? I have to analyze the market. Two is for a new business, the existing business to expand. So this is goal. This is mid-term, short-term, long-term in nature. But I identify. So it's not measure. I just want to do something, but clear measurable. So the measurable component, short-term component is your objective. What is the objective? Identify clearly measurable 3 potential market opportunities by June 1, time defined. So timeline, June 1, 3 potential market opportunities. So this is your clear objectives. And then the plan. Set contract with an industrial consultant. So I'm going to consultant to do this. In the real support case, membership base. So I'm going to bring investments by a lot of individuals. To bring investment from individuals, I need to have a lot of individuals in my group. Create a membership base. So very clear, have 500 investing members by August 1. Do it. I'm creating a membership committee with membership meetings at specified locations on the following dates in June, July. So talk about this meeting, invite people, explain the opportunity and in investments. So it's an example. So very clear where I want to be, what is it I'm going to do, I'm going to do, what are my short-term defined objectives and action plans. Changing. Today I'm successful with 3 potential market opportunity by June 1. Making business, create new businesses. Let's create 10 new business in these areas by January. Could be the next objective. So this keeps evolving. After you complete a step, you take up a new step. So vision, mission, and strategy is going to remain constant. These will keep going. One step, you go to the next step. Okay. Because of the vision, it gives direction. Either your vision or to become the most educated person in my locality is your vision. Then it's direction. What you have to do. Spending time on Facebook, that you get there. Whether it's or being famous or probably being famous, you can use Facebook. But becoming educated, you have to get out of social media and then spend more time in activities. I need change. So if you have to go there, what am I doing today? Today I'm wasting time. How can I use that time productively towards my goal? That's why the need for change. We do that with that environment to steer the company. So once you are very clear about where you want to go, then it will become much more fun. If you're working towards that goal, you regret it. You will enjoy it. So you want to become a CMA, you be very clear about that vision. The hard work doesn't hurt. So you will really start enjoying hard work. Start reading out all the topics, You'll start learning about all the 8 subjects. There is no dislikes among all these 8 subjects because you have to clear all these 8 to become a CMO. So all that you will be very passionate about doing all that. Creativity in every member to prepare the company for future. So what in case every action. So you'll be very creative about how you are preparing as you listen to these podcasts or look at Discovery and History channels or YouTube, look for videos and look at understand the process, read about these companies or listen to some video cast about these companies. And then entrepreneurship, that sense of ownership you must achieve. That kind of purpose will be there when you have a clear vision in place. Every employee will be working towards that vision in the company. Benefit is will all be repetitive. So good vision is going to be an initiation for everyone. We have to be, I want to do this somehow. Sense of direction, where we have to do, go, what all we have to do. That is a sense of direction you get. Everybody works with the same purpose. If everyone's working in different directions, company may not grow. So common, everything making sense. Why the management is taking this action? Why these employees are taking these actions? All those will make sense. And then you'll be okay to risks. So ready to take risks with scope. So it takes risks. And then helps everyone think long term. Not tomorrow, but in the long term, the next 5 years, 10 years, we have to do to be successful. It will also benefit at large. In general, it will be very good for everyone who's involved, all the stakeholders. So that's it. So 3 slides we have seen. What is vision? Now part of it. What we are doing today. What are the products and services provided today I'm doing? What technology I'm using? What type market I'm working with? And what needs I'm addressing? And then what are unique abilities, distinctive competencies or unique capabilities? What I say, what will happen to my business with respect to all this? If I don't do anything, what will happen? Should I be doing to get to my vision? So these are 3 things. So 5 areas, 3 services, my technology, my market types, my customer, and my competencies, unique capabilities. What is it? What is our business with reference to all this? What business if I don't do anything or just keep quiet? What should be to go to a vision of becoming the most successful company in the world, or the rich company in the world, or the most in the stock exchange with the maximum capitalization, market capitalization? It could be anything. So all your expenses. Again, everyone must work towards a single goal, single purpose. It becomes easier for us to manage the company. It motivates people and it lets us allocate our resources the right way. And in your case, you want to become CMA, then your time, which is your resource, for purpose meaningfully. What is not acceptable? So wasting time on playing games or probably not in the short term. Immediately, you may not want to do it. That's acceptable. But taking time to help your mom to get some vegetables, I would acceptable. You cannot say that I'm studying and want to be disturbed for the next 2 years. I cannot help you with anything. Again, very clearly what is acceptable, what's not acceptable. And in a business sense, whom to include and exclude. Hire more people, should we let go some of the existing heavyweights and so on and so forth. And then objectives and goals. So I need to helps me. The mission helps me define what I want to do, how I want to do. We saw it in the example, right? The example. So the mission helps decide the objectives. So they are going to get there is the strategy part, and the goal objectives are also aligned to the mission of the company. and then it also improve the overall metrics. I want to become the most company in terms of market capitalization. So clear metric available. I'm working towards improving it. So that's the when you have clear vision, mission. Even in your life, when you have clear vision, mission, it helps you grow better. How am I going to mission? First, I need to have a vision, and then see where I go and what things I need to do. Abilities, what I have to do today. Follow long-term strategic principles. So in the long term, what I want to do to become this. So today I am, and in the long term, where I should be, and formulating a mission. Profit only concern. Will not be the only mission. I want to be the most profitable company in the world. People may not respect it. You want to bring all stakeholder expectations into whether giving to the society or helping people, helping employees, helping the say around you. These are also important when you are doing business for sustainable existence. So we are not concerned about all this. People will start stopping you. Suppose you don't care about plastics, you just keep polluting the environment. When publishing this information, customers will slowly start walking away from you. Many not just money, right? So see that people are not helping others. The company is not very good in terms of valuing their employees. They are very profitable. They pay money, but they don't pay their employees. Think about it. So people may not want to join that company. They are respected by everyone. So profit is the only motive. And your mission must be more logical to what you are doing today. So the food and beverage industry suddenly cannot be to become the last car manufacturer in the country, and you totally move away from what you're doing today. So it should be a logical extension of what you're doing today. So you just try to become better in that. And then fusion. Fusion should help you work a specific clear goal in the future. So everyone towards that future. And impractical. So it's I think that there are a lot of impractical things. So Amazon, Jeff, the head of Amazon, has said that he's planning to few builders to create large cylindrical object in the space where people can go and live. So this next goal, meter wide base, which is more a satellite to the Earth. So it is, and live there comfortably. The city sitting about 20 kilometers. So similar to they are looking a small Singapore in the sky. In a cycle, read about it if you want. So it must be doable for me. Or suppose you are doing this course and your mission is to start profession by innovating in healthcare, medicine, in the field, including new medicines. So totally unrelated to what you're doing now. So it must be clearly achievable, and it should not be far from what you're doing today. It makes you become a motivating force. So it keeps you aligned to the target. So I want to become this, and it keeps you be focused. So the other thing, and it communicated to everyone. Everyone in the company must know that you are working towards it. Company is working towards it. In your case, your family, your friend must all know that you are working towards finish your CMA. So don't disturb me. If I'm not responding to your messages, don't think I'm rude or I don't want your relationship. It's just that I'm busy with something very important in my life now, and get back, catch up whenever I find time once in a while. Not be active on social. I like all your posts and then respond to all your WhatsApp status. All that may not be happening. And then profit as the mission. So include the interest of customer, public, everything into your mission. So I've swapped it from here on. It is as per your study material. As I said, uh, material strategic management says vision, mission, goals, then objectives. Whereas our book says vision, mission, objectives, and goals. So objectives is more mid-term, time frame. Goals are term. Especially it is B worded. Become listed in BSC, be part of the BC 30 index 2025. So that's more worded, whereas goals are more specific. I should over of 5 lakhs by 2025 or 21, 22, wherever you are. And focus, it's more objectives are externally focused. I want to be the market leader, market wider, external, and you want to be the leader in there. Whereas focus of goals internally focused, resourceization, and so on. The top three could be called objective, or because you are putting yourself in relationship to other performance. Well, at least score 80 marks in every subject. That is more you have to be worried what others are doing. Somebody else gets 85 in all the subjects, he'll be better than you or better than you. Whereas internally focused goals are just looking at what you have today. So leadership is an example of an objective. Goal is more resource utilization. I want to improve my utilization by 5%, 10%. Spend less fuel as an organization, less pollution as an organization, all that. And less quantitative in terms of objectives, whereas in terms of goals, these are very quantitative and easily measurable. Marks, 80 marks, 90 marks is very easily measurable. So let's be an industry leader. What is a leader? I want to be respected as one of the best brands. All the clearly measurable, but also objectives. So objects and goals. So a good focus on all three. To get to, where is it I want to get to? What is my goal? This to there. Policies are all guidance to get there. So I cannot do this. This is okay. This is not okay. This is valued. This is not valued. Also, I am the market leader in terms of share. So can losses in the process not be able to be sustainable? I cannot continue as a company in the long term. If I keep making losses, just become the market leader. So the policies and guides tell all I need to do to get to the goal. So I can people. Then are there resources unlimited money available? You don't worry about losses from government project. Then corporate, you have to worry about all these as well. That is your you're going to do it. Guidelines and actions and programs to accomplish these goals. What action should I take to get to the goal? Must also be clearly defined in my strategy. And I'm strategy out to employees. What is acceptable? What's not acceptable? What are all the things we are going to do? So we are going to acquire more customers. We need to acquire more customers by programs. To enroll more customers into my company. More clients. What ways of enrolling these clients? So give them benefits. This is an action plan. okay, I get discounts for them to join me. That is a plan. It's like free service for the first month. Let them enjoy the service, then they become used to it. They continue as my client. These are plans you give them to get to that final goal. So I know it's a lot of time trying to make it as practical as possible by giving some examples. I would say practical. I could not possible. So if you have any questions, I'll wait for a moment. Also guest. So can I? Okay. As you have all understood what been telling so far, may not memorize it, remember it continuously. Today you are not confused. You are about the concepts. So once you read, it becomes better. So you start remembering it long term. It's easy to understand. Most concepts are not that difficult, abstract that you will not be able to understand. The concepts are pretty simple in all the subjects you have. One thing you are not trying to collect what you understood often and store permanent memory. That will fail. So classroom will understand it very simple. Unless collecting it tonight or reading it again in the day or two, real, and then train in a week, the permanent memory. Notice when you are memorizing poetry, how do so you remember today? Then your teacher will ask you to recite from the classroom once in a week. Once in a month, they'll quickly ask about that poetry. You will be able to still recollect. So happening, you are putting effort to memorize. So similarly, you have to remember these concepts, not listening once, but listening to it once or read it once or twice. Then it becomes a long-term memory for the brain. Moving on, the three goals organization. So thinking about society and all that here. First is survival. I come to not do anything that impacts its survival. Survival. I do something illegal, I may be sealed, may stop. So I first by retaining my market share, not doing anything absurd, illegal, or customers so they leave me. All those are important. So first survive. Then so surviving, then I can think about growth. When I am having struggle finding my day-to-day food, person of building a large organization, so I have to first survive, then think about growing. See, in means earlier, say few generations back, people used to find it difficult to survive. So for day bread, they had to walk a lot for cheap, say, compensation, low salaries, because they somehow run their family, feed their kids, feed their family. So they were able to focus too much on growing, survival instinct. And next growth, these days, you have your stable families, your parents are paying for your education, they are taking care of your being, food, clothing, shelter, everything is taken care of. Now you can surely focus on your growth. So as a company, when they can start focusing on what all they want to do, how they want to grow. That is the second stage. And the thing really profitable. So profitability. So the three economic goals of an organization are start growth and profitability. Then becoming the most richest person in your locality, most richest person among your family, cousins, all those next step. So the economic goal organization. Understand we are nearing the end. There are one or two more slides. So the terminologies, policy and strategy. Are sometimes mixed up, so we are giving more emphasis on these terminologies, policies and strategy. Policies guide employees, general policies. This is how we operate. So our policies, general. We don't take customers who don't have who cash. Assume policies. We don't accept customers who are paying in cash. So that is the decision. Company's policy or your institute. Here all applications are only going to be online. It's a institute policy. Or strategy, which is what we're seeing so far, the long-term vision of the company, where they want to be, how they want to get there. That is their strategy. And policy help us achieve the strategy. So the policy and strategy. Tactic versus program. So that strategy. Are you say where are involved? I take various steps or actions to or assume my wish what I want to become. So some time back, increase client base. What I so I have a place. So more clients program is one of the ways of increasing my market share. Tactics to do it is give them discounts, free stays or freebies, usage periods. So now your Wi-Fi or wired network is state they are giving 1 month free. As soon as you sign up, you don't pay for a month. Experience the speed, continue as a customer. So that is your or you waive off the enrollment fee. So suppose to buy a set-top box, they charge you 2,500 rupees initially. Now the set-top box free sign up, just monthly fee. If you allow it, return it. Otherwise, so these are various tactics I use. There is a program to sign up clients. I use various tactics to do that. And the strategies, once the company decides on what they want to do, it should go to businesses under the company. And for businesses, it should be translated to different company. So here, Tata Group. Value for all our stakeholders. It is defined who are all stakeholders, not just shareholders, employees, but society, and all are your stakeholders today in today's business. Earlier, if you just focus on money, you're okay. Today, keep focusing on money, and so you see all these activisms to shut down, right? Because they are not responsible. The problem in say in Kudangal towards that nuclear plant or 10 project. All these are though make a lot of money, they're not happy with the decision. So this is being a responsible value creator. Considering all holders, I have to be creating value. That's a responsible value creator. Now Tata Group's vision. Every business under Tata Group must also have a similar vision or translate their own purposes. So in a bill, When you say sustainable, it takes care of society, environment, business. Everything is taken care. Make losses and help the society and environment are able to survive for long. You are not a sustainable business. Sustainable is being able to live very long. So it becomes sustainable. I was only on my business profits, even then I may not be able to be successful or sustainable. I'm using all the resources from the forest. I'm killing forests. So eventually I'll become extinct, even a company, because I killed my resources, raw material, I'll become unsuccessful. So responsible sustains a way of being responsible. That is Tata Iron and Steel. Tata ET solution with passion to enhance quality of life. So talking about being responsible, I want to focus on your life quality. Your quality will include environmental concerns, less pollution, more visible driving. All these are going to be considered by Tata Motors. So I've taken some examples. So Tata Group as a whole wants to be really responsible in creating value. Similarly, Tisco wants to be sustainable. They use a lot of mining resources. They use iron ore from mines. So they are very responsible because these are depleting resources. They're doing innovation to enhance quality of life. They are trying to become more electric cars, bring in electric cars so that you don't have to worry about pollution and all that. And these companies will again have responsibility for their function heads to convert these into the strategies. So, as I said, strategy could be even at your level. As an individual, you can have your strategies. Similarly, a corporate, you should drill it down to various levels. So that's all you have in the first chapter. You can read it. There are some uh, text. So read through all the text. I've tried specific topics in the chapter. So if you have, feel free to ask me whether there is anything else here. I think if there are questions, I'll spend some time or suggestions, recommendations. You can hear it here. So next class, next Monday, I request you to read this chapter once. There are pages in this chapter, so please time to read it. It'll help you this chapter better because just now we have completed the theory part. Again, all theory, right? All these three chapters are theory topics. They give you easy marks, nothing complicated. Once you remember concepts, then whether it's MCQ or detailed written exams, it becomes very easy. Chris. Okay, so comes chapter, and I don't have any material for chapter 10 yet. I can talk about some of the topics. It'll be good to have a presentation guide us through the conversation. I think we'll have our next session next Monday. So until then, if you have questions, feel free to type now. Sign out. Okay. See you next Monday. Bye bye.